Mills, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Texans and the Jaguars, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out in his second season now out of Stanford. Here's Davis Mills. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets the dump off to Pierce. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At the 20. Here's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram: 4 catches and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And now has 11 touchdowns on the season, and in no way is that just simply luck. That's a great combination of route running, determination, and making nice catches.
Oh, he's hit. Oh, Jesus. Put it on the carpet, and the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come. And 10. Following the fumble recovery, Mills eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Pierce. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Jags, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Mills. That's complete to Mooney. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Looking middle, and that's complete. A gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown. Pierce with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there. The interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it up. Right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage. That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
On the return, here's Agnew. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend with the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, 2 cold weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium. On second down, Etienne once more. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down. The Jaguars at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Etienne. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And they'll run with Etienne. 52 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Etienne. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Pierce now up the middle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Mills. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. And not what you want to see this late in the season. The medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Agnew now to return. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones, 46 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Mills on first down. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Mills now. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going for it with Pierce. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. 5 yards that time on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play down.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And CD, that's the second time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to return. But they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Holding offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Man open, here is Jones. And out across midfield down to the 45. On 1st down, Lawrence looking end zone for Jones. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for the 1st down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Kick catch interference. Kicking.
A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch him.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Mills to throw it. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence down around his goal line. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Come on, set.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 70 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Another tote for ETN. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired. And
that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They go play action now. Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. He's got room at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 24 yards.
Hey, drop it, drop it.
Straight ahead, ETN. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
ETN up the middle.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
A handoff for ETN.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And now out comes Houston. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mills. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Back now in Houston. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are right back in this football game. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 13. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is Cobb with a catch right side. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Throwing, Mills. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Houston set to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Mills throw there, complete to Mooney. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mills. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mills. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Mills to the air again.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now Mills. Delivers another one to Pierce. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Here's Mills.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And he's not able to get away, sacked back at the 22.
Dewan Smoot getting in there, recording the sack.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And that is
partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it.
touchdown.
Darnell Mooney.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that one a long 11-play drive. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they could somehow get this one back. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On second down, ETN once more. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
And he is going to have a Jags first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Got it.
Here's a give to ETN.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Now ETN.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jones.
The second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out.
And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey. Hey, stop.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking in zone for Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And this is caught. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they'll run here with Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
Mills hit, and he loses the ball. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And now out comes Houston. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.